Hey guys, so today's video, I'm actually going to record two videos so you'll see me in the same outfit, don't judge me. And then also my nail, y'all, please don't judge my life. I just freaking broke this nail before I sat down to record this video, no lie. So just bear with me. Okay, this video I'm going to be talking about 10 different ways in order to save money that don't involve necessarily like couponing. Okay, the first way is to use Target Cartwheel app. Now most of these, well, about half of them are actual apps on your phone. So, nowadays most people have an iPhone or Android or some type of smartphone that, apps are easily accessible. So Target Cartwheel, I talked about this one in my couponing video. It's an app where Target gives you like specific, like every week or so they change out the different products that they're offering like an offer on. And like say, you could go to Target and they might have kids cups, 10% off or 15% off. If you're ever unsure, all you do is just open up the Cartwheel app and you can actually scan the barcode with by taking a picture from your phone, and it'll tell you if an offer matches that product. So that's perfect. There's no guesswork. Sometimes I'll even forget about it, and so when I get to the register, I'll start scanning everything from my phone, like that's in my cart, and it'll tell me like, offer, or no offer, whatever. You just add it, and then at the end of the once you have everything added, you'll just have a little barcode and just give it to the cashier and they scan it and you get your little discount. I mean, I know it doesn't sound like a lot. It's most of the time it's between like 5 and 25% sometimes, but trust me, it all adds up. Every penny adds up. And let me actually tell you my savings so far. You connect it like through your Facebook, so you'll see all your friends on there and everything. For my Cartwheel, I have been using Cartwheel since July of 2013, and I've saved $135.17. That's just $135 that Target basically threw at me, to shop there. Okay, so the second thing is to get the Target debit card. What you do with that, you just take them a blank check, and then they will connect that check like your debit card for Target will be connected through your bank account. So whenever you go in there, it will actually process like a check. So it does take a couple of days to come out. It's not very quick like debit card transaction, but it is a debit card. I mean, and they also do have a what's the other one? Credit card, which I didn't want to get a Target credit card. I go crazy in there. So you get a Target debit card or Target credit card, and both times whenever you shop there, you save 5%. Again, not a huge savings, but last year, because I think each year it starts over with your savings, I want to say I was up to like 100 and something in savings. Again, $100 that Target basically just gave me for shopping there. Whenever you shop online, you always get free shipping on Target.com when you have a Target debit card or credit card. The next thing is to use the Shopkick app, and with Shopkick, it's basically, I talked about it before also, it's whenever you just enter into different stores, they'll have different offers for the day and stuff like that. So you enter and they give you points, like you get kicks, points or whatever, and your little kicks add up. And again, it's small, you start small, but I promise you guys, if you start this like at the beginning of the year and then just, run with it through the end of the year, like probably by the time Christmas comes, you might have enough points saved up for like a $25 gift card or something like that. It's just like a nice treat at the end of the year to just be able to treat yourself with, and you're not doing anything that's like going out of your way, if that makes sense. But because think about it, you already take your phone in the store with you. All you need to do is open the app as you're walking into the store, and then you get your points. Just that simple. So, you're not doing anything like, oh, you got to do this and do this and do that. Just open up the app, walk into the store, get your points. And they all add up. Okay, the next thing is to use the Savings Catcher app. And it's just the Walmart app. And when you open it up, it'll have a little a section on there called Savings Catcher. Okay, so you just open up the Walmart app and it says Savings Catcher. So you just click that, and whenever you go to Walmart, again, just take your receipt that you get from Walmart and scan it, and what it will do, it will search all the different Walmarts, not Walmarts, it'll search all the different stores in your area to like match the products that you bought, and if they find it cheaper, then they'll actually refund you the difference. So I've been using this, let's see, since August of 2014. So what is that, 8, 9, 10, so like 6 months. And they put it on a gift card, so I've gotten back $22.05. There's $20 right there that I have, in Walmart gift card. Okay, the next way is to always shop around and use like internet shopping mostly. So what I mean by that is, like, okay, for example, whenever we travel, I hardly ever just sit down and like book it right then, or just like, I just sit down, I make a plan, and I figure out, okay, here's what we're trying to stay within, here's our budget, let me go to this site and this site. I know they have those different sites where it will actually like do all that for you, and it'll tell you the prices on different sites, but for some reason I just don't like that type of stuff. I like to just, sit down and look at it myself. Like, I like to see, okay, if I book it through Expedia, it'll cost me this much. If I book it straight through Southwest, it'll cost me this much, stuff like that. Alright, my next tip will be to open a Capital One checking account. So check out your area. If Capital One is a bank that's like in your state or that's kind of convenient for you, I would definitely recommend opening a Capital One account. So for the past 10 years, ever since I got my first job back in 2005 actually, I was always a customer of Chase Bank. That was my primary bank account. I loved Chase. I didn't have any issues with Chase. But, I just kind of felt like, my money wasn't doing anything for me I wasn't benefiting in any way by being with Chase. Because at one point, a lot of the banks used to have like rewards programs and things like that for like debit cards and stuff. But whenever when they had the big bailouts and stuff, all the banks changed that stuff. Capital One is actually still a bank that still has reward program around for checking accounts. And so we actually switched over our checking accounts to Capital One Bank, and we opened it's called like the Premier Rewards checking account or something. So basically what it entails is you get miles, which are essentially just points for each time you do certain transactions, or like when your direct deposit hits, and when you use your debit cards, all that type of stuff. So definitely check that out and see if that is like a good if that would be a good thing for you, because no lie, it's been about 1 month since we opened this account. And like, I mean, not getting too personal, but we open each our own separate personal checking accounts, and then we have one joint account for our son. So we open those accounts, and just from being with them for 1 month, like with all the bonus miles and everything you get when you first open up the account, we literally got a free car rental for our trip to LA in March, and at the end of April and May. So I cashed in the miles the other day. Our rental car is already free and paid for everything. So I really looked at it as like an advantage, because that's what I mean by like your money working for you. So it's kind of like, this is who I'm trusting my money to go to every month. They're handling all of my daily financial transactions and everything like that. And I feel like as a consumer, what benefits am I getting out of it? So the next thing is to get Amazon Prime. If you're a person who does like a lot of online shopping, then Amazon Prime is definitely for you. You get free 2-day shipping with most orders, and it's a one-time fee. I mean, it used to be $79 a year, but I think they increased it to like $99 a year. So, but if you do have a student email address that has like a .edu email address, that's another option. I know the Amazon student one is actually a little cheaper. So you pay that one-time membership fee for the year, and you get like the free 2-day shipping and stuff like that. And you also get some other things, like I think they just came out with like an ad-free music station, and then you get like, you can see some shows, you get like some free books, I think, stuff like that. So it's definitely good to check into. And another option, now I don't think we're supposed to be really promoting stuff like this, but you can look at doing like the Amazon family thing, where get you and a few friends, and y'all just split that membership, because that's actually what I did. I have like one of my couponing friends on Instagram, I just paid her like $20 and I use her Amazon Prime. It's really weird. Like whenever I log in, it has all of my information. She'll never see my card. She'll never see my address, anything like that. But, you know, I'm just a family member on her Amazon Prime. So you also can check into that. And then the next thing, number 9, is to buy in bulk. Now, what I mean by that is if you have like a Sam's Club near you, or Costco, or BJ's in some areas. We actually have Sam's Club, and that's the one that I use. I just did the basic membership. It's like $45 a year, I believe. And you know, you get all the membership benefits and stuff. You get to go and shop there, you know, at Sam's and stuff. And then also it's good for like the gas benefits, because it'll be like 5 to 6 cents cheaper than like other stores around and stuff like that. If you don't want to do like a yearly membership fee, there's actually a website called Boxed, BOXED.com. And they actually sell things in bulk. It's just like Sam's, just like Costco, stuff like that. I did notice their stuff is a little bit higher, maybe like $1 or $2 more expensive than like Sam's and stuff. But again, you know, if you don't want to use the if you don't want to pay like that yearly membership fee, then you can just check out Boxed. And you can just order from there. They deliver it right to your door. I think on your first order you get like free shipping. I've ordered from them twice and I got like free shipping on both orders, so definitely should check out Box. Mostly I buy like Christian snacks and stuff like that. It just makes more sense. It's just it comes out to be cheaper. Fruit snacks are like, you know, $2 and something at the grocery store for a little box of 10. Well, at Sam's the other day I bought a box of 64 and it was like $8 and something. You know, fruits, I get the fruits there sometimes. Stuff like his little applesauce pouches, and also they're really good for gift cards. I actually bought our gift cards to Disneyland at Sam's because I got $300 worth of gift cards for only $2.85. So I mean, it's a $15 savings, but hey, $15, that's lunch for like 2 or 3 days. So, you know, just little things like that, it all adds up. So like I said, most of these things are the little things, but they all add up throughout the year, and you'll definitely see your savings. And the last thing I wanted to talk about, develop a good budget and try to stick with it as close as possible throughout the month. I'm not one, like, I try to budget, but I've really been getting into it a lot later, like a lot more this year. Okay, so for like budgets, I try to do like, you know, X amount of dollars for food and, you know, X amount of dollars for gas, stuff like that. You know, I definitely do start with the bills that like are obligatory. You know, you have to pay those monthly, like rent, card note, cell phone, you know, credit card bills, things like that you know you just have to pay for. And then I kind of break it down to divvy up the money for the rest of the month. It's also good to, you know, keep like a planner just to keep everything organized. Write out all your bills and when they're due and stuff like that. And then another thing that was like really a big eye-opener for me was at the end of the day, I wrote down like how much money I spent that was, you know, outside of bills that was already accounted for. And like the amount of money you just spend every day on little purchases was just ridiculous. Like it just all added up, and you know, I just couldn't believe, wow, I'm spending, you know, anywhere from $100 to $300 a week on extra stuff, and it's just like, for what? But that's everything for this video. All the links to the apps and everything, if you're watching on your phone, like I'll leave them down below so you could just easily click on it, go download the apps and stuff like that, and the different websites if I mentioned any. So I'll leave those all down below, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll definitely answer those, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!